It has been recorded by UNAIDS that today, 3.5 million people live with HIV in Southeast Asia. 4,900 people die every day, and another 7,300 people are infected with the AIDS virus. Just 20% of young people have a correct understanding of how to protect themselves, and 50% have serious misconceptions and a lack of knowledge of how HIV/AIDS is transmitted.
2 years ago, when I arrived on the Logos Hope, the HIV ministry was still very small, and we started to make it a little bit bigger and bigger. So we reached out to pastors, we reached out to youth leaders and to our own crew. But then we realized actually we want to reach out to the whole public. We want to reach to people that just come for a visit to the ship. And that's why we built then the Life-X-perience. Traveling around the world, we realized that in every country there is a problem with HIV and AIDS, and that many people actually don't really have the right knowledge. Just realized what an amazing opportunity it is to actually share compassionate love with people that maybe don't receive any love anymore.
With thousands of visitors passing through every day, the Visitor Experience Deck was the perfect place for a new creative tool that would bring knowledge and a fresh perspective on HIV. Once the idea was in place, a small group of crew members got to work. Working together for several weeks, carpenters, electricians, and artists focused their creative skills to build an experience that would both challenge and enlighten local visitors on the issues relating to HIV and AIDS.
Wow!
Aiming to heighten awareness of the choices we make, the installation follows the life of Mark, a young man in his university years who faces severe consequences for some of his actions and decisions. Once the installation was complete, it was time to open so the public could hear Mark's story. Headphones are provided for visitors to hear the story of a year in the life of Mark.
Your name is Mark. You are an engineering student with excellent grades. You spend long hours studying here in your bedroom, but you also like to get out. You love sport, you're an excellent football player, you are into the right music and hang out at the right bars. Your friends think you are cool. In the morning you wake up, a pretty girl next to you, the vague memory of a good time, your shyness evaporating, you having sex. This begins a new pattern in your life.
The Life-X-perience tool on Deck 4 is an amazing opportunity to bring knowledge to all the visitors that come each day, but to also shed light on all the myths of how HIV is spread, but most importantly, just to challenge the people to make the right decisions to prevent HIV from spreading further.
2 years later, you meet Sarah, a talented medical student, and you quickly become friends. You've been together for 7 months and your love deepens. You're thinking about getting married. You tell her you've been with other girls before, but that with her it's not the same. It's different having sex with someone you really love. Clutching your hand, Sarah tells you she is pregnant. You stare at her, incredulous. The doctor ran a full set of blood tests. The truth is, she is not only expecting your child, but she is HIV positive. You cannot turn back the clock and make different choices. You cannot change reality. You cling to each other and cry. For now, there is one immediate terrifying step you know has to be taken. You have to find out whether you too have the HIV virus.
In one port in Malaysia, we were in Kuching, and I was sitting here with a young man having a long talk about HIV and AIDS, and he has just gone through the life experience, and we had the talk, and he had many questions about HIV and AIDS because he know that maybe some of his friends are HIV infected, but they don't want to talk about it. But where I really could encourage him to talk with them about it and really bring it to light. I first got involved in HIV ministry here on the ship. We were offered to do a 2 days training for us as a crew to learn the basics about HIV and AIDS and how we can minister to the different people in need.
The training is just a couple of days with different sessions on how the virus is spread and what it does to our immune system, as well as putting ourselves in their shoes and imagining how we would want to be treated and therefore how we should treat them.
Since 2011, more than 10,000 visitors have walked through the life experience. Many people responded with gratitude and enthusiasm, with thoughts and attitudes changed towards the virus and those around them who may be infected. Altogether, 167 crew members have been trained to answer questions and provide advice to those dealing with HIV. With this new knowledge, visitors have left feeling determined to make wise decisions and take extra precautions.